In various electrical gadgets, we often use resistors in various combinations. Today, we are going to see how Ohm's law can be applied to combinations of resistors. There are two methods of joining the resistors together. The first one is resistors in parallel and the second one resistors in series. Resistors in series. When two or more resistors are connected end to end, the arrangement is called series combination. Here you can see the series combination of resistors. Now we will discuss what happens to the value of current when a number of resistors are connected in series in a circuit. And what would be their equivalent resistance? Here, for this, you have to join three resistors of different values in series. Connect them with a battery and an ammeter and a plug key. Here you can see the symbol used A, that is for ammeter, and V for voltmeter. As you know, voltmeter is used to measure the potential difference and ammeter is used to measure the current. Here you may use the resistors of values 1 ohm, 2 ohm and 3 ohm like that. And a battery also you can use of 6 volt battery for performing this activity. Now plug the key and note the ammeter reading. Now change the position of ammeter to any wire in between the resistors. Now note the ammeter reading each time. Do you find any change in the value of current through the ammeter? Yeah, you will observe that the value of the current in the ammeter is the same. In a series combination of resistors, the current is the same in every part of the circuit, or current through each resistor is same. Here you can see that. Now insert a voltmeter across the ends X and Y of the series combination of three resistors. Plug the key in the circuit and note the voltmeter reading. It gives the potential difference across the series combination of resistors. Let it be capital V. Now measure the potential difference across the two terminals of the battery. Compare the two values. Take out the plug key and disconnect the voltmeter. Now insert the voltmeter across the ends X and P. Here you can see it. X and P of the first resistor. Plug the key and measure the potential difference across the first resistor. Let it be V1. Similarly, measure the potential difference across the other two resistors separately. Let these values be, here you can see, let it be V2 and V3 respectively. Here you can see that the total potential difference across a combination of resistors in series is equal to the sum of potential difference across the individual resistors. That is, capital V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Capital V, that is equal to total potential difference is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. It is possible to replace the three resistors joined in series by an equivalent resistor, single resistor of resistance capital R, such that the potential difference V across it and the current I through the circuit remains the same. Applying Ohm's law to the entire circuit, we have V is equal to IR. On applying Ohm's law to the three resistors separately, we further have V1 is equal to IR1, V2 is equal to IR2 and V3 is equal to IR3. we can write V is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. That is V is equal to IR. That's why IR is equal to I into R1 plus R2 plus R3. From this equation we can cancel the I and we will get RS, resistors in series. RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, that is total resistance in series connection or combination of resistors. RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. That is the resistance of the combination RS equals the sum of their individual differences R1, R2, R3 and is thus greater than any individual resistance. That is the resistance of the combination of RS equals the sum of their individual resistances R1, R2, R3 and is thus greater than any individual resistance. That is, equivalent resistance is larger than the largest individual resistance. Total or resultant or overall or effective resistance in series RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3.